stage the hilarious Andrew Ray.
Good evening, Sunnyvale. I know, it's been a slow night so far. Small crowd. I've been kind of forgetful lately. One thing I completely forgot about is climate change. Apparently it's still on. Apparently it's actually worse than they originally thought. Completely slipped my mind. I don't think you can really blame me though, because who the hell calls a potential planetary disaster climate change? I don't know how you really expect me to care very much about your little cataclysm when you can't even be bothered to come up with a catchy, sensationalist name for it. We had some snowstorms out in the Northeast that were unexpected. They called it Snowpocalypse. Snowmageddon. Meanwhile, here we've got climate change. Snowpocalypse, Snowmageddon. Those sound scary. They sound like the end of the world. Only thing scary sounding about climate change is waking up one morning and not knowing whether to wear shorts or pants. And even then, only if you've got like some sort of weird phobia about being unexpectedly uncomfortable in the afternoon. Climate change. God, it's like the most innocuous and vague name for a planetary disaster in history. Now, what does that even mean, climate change? Well, the climate is gonna be different. Okay, let's see if we can break that down a little further. Climate, long-term weather patterns. Change, they're gonna. And now you see the problem, because if you walk into the average person's house and you insist to them that the weather's going to change, they're going to tell you, no shit. It was 60 degrees this morning. It's 80 degrees now. Why are you in my house? Climate change. Compare that to like some other notable disasters in our planet's history. We had the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. That is a good name for a planetary catastrophe. Asteroid, killed, dinosaurs. Everything you need to know. You knew that disaster meant business. You think if the dinosaurs had gotten some sort of advance notice about that one, they would have wasted a lot of time arguing over whether it was like a dinosaur-made asteroid or a naturally occurring asteroid that you might expect to come and go as part of the galactic cycle. No, they would have been out there building a giant pterodactyl to take like a bunch of smaller dinosaurs to the asteroid surface, mine up a bomb, blow the hell up. Wait, climate change. How about the eruption of Mount Vesuvius? Eruption, mountain, informative and terrifying. It's a mountain that exploded. I mean, holy shit, have you seen mountains? They're huge. Yeah, out of curiosity, I actually went on the internet's most trusted news source, Wikipedia, and looked a few things up. And here's how Wikipedia actually introduces climate change. Climate change is a significant and lasting change in the statistical distribution of weather patterns over periods ranging from decades to millennium. It may be a change in average weather conditions or in the distribution of weather around the average conditions. It's the good thing if climate change ever gets us, it'll be during our sleep. And here's how it introduces the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. In the year 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius erupted in one of the most catastrophic and famous eruptions in European history. Mount Vesuvius spawned a deadly cloud of volcanic gas, stones, ash, and fumes to a height of 33 kilometers. That's 25 miles. Spewing molten rock and pulverized fumes at the rate of 1.5 million tons per second and ultimately releasing 100,000 times the thermal energy released by the Hiroshima bombing. The towns of Pompeii and Herculaneum were obliterated and buried beneath massive pyroclastic flows. Gotta be kidding me. That's one mountain. And here you have a planetary disaster and we're calling it climate change. Believe it or not, climate change is actually an improvement. You guys remember what we used to call it? Global warming. Ooh, it's gonna get a little warmer. Run for the hills, your canned goods are gonna spoil. Put a warning label on those. Caution, store at room temperature. Do not use during global warming. Global warming. What were the big things they always told you about global warming, right? The temperature would rise, sea levels would rise, California might become a chain of islands. This was the big argument. It's going to get warmer and there will be more beaches. It's like arguing against cannibalism with, don't eat people, they taste like cupcakes.
God.
What is global warming? Well, actually, global warming is the potential that by the end of the century, the average temperature on Earth is going to rise by, conservatively, about 4 degrees Celsius. Whatever that is. And this is a change of a handful of degrees that can actually wipe out our entire species. And they're calling it climate change, and they're wondering why no one's paying attention. You want people to pay attention, call it what it really is. The atmospheric oven that's going to slowly cremate us alive. That's a speech I would actually like to see the president deliver. Now, my fellow Americans, our nation's preeminent scientists have informed me that our atmosphere is turning into an oven. More, we have analyzed the composition of our acid rain and determined that it consists mainly of lemon juice with a spritz of balsamic and a dash of salt. And finally, the most recent scans have detected that what we had previously believed to be our nation's petroleum reserves are in fact enormous subterranean deposits of olive oil. Clearly we are being prepared for some sort of earthen casserole. All right, guys, thank you very much for your time.